I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Akpabio knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, not knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you to this very program. I appreciate everyone that has connected. Please like and share to all platforms. Fellow Biafrans, the storm have gathered. I have said it before that we have to prepare our mind for what is coming. My fellow Biafran that is watching, we know that the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is going to join us, and he has a COS, which is the next in command after the Prime Minister, according to the order of the government. Today, we can see what is happening. We can see what is about to happen. I want you to continue to pay attention. Follow your conscience in everything you see. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. The enemies are not resting. They are not sleeping. I said it in my morning program that their attack is going to come inside out. I want you to use your tongue and count your teeth. Nobody's going to force you to do anything against your will, but I urge you to follow the order of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, whose COS is speaking on his behalf today. Whatever information you should take is information coming from the COS. He is the next in command. And COS, simply go and look the duty of a COS. Go and look it up. Then you will know whom to believe and whom to follow. The Chief of Staff of our Prime Minister is the only one who can stand in for him until he joins us. Let's watch and hear this small short clip.
We call on our Minister of Justice, Honorable Jane Iwunze, for a message to Biafrans.
Biafra, go. Mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. Good afternoon to my lovely Biafrans, to our distinguished guests. I'd like to thank Mazi Simon Ekpa. I'd like to thank our wonderful COS and all cabinet members here today. Thank you for all your work, for making today, this whole week, possible for us. We know that history is being made. So my name is Jane Ngozi Iwunze, and I hold the position for the moment of Ministry of Justice. I know some people have been calling me Chief Justice, but I'm judge, not yet. But yes, just a few words with regards to the mission and vision of what the justice system of the United States of Biafra will entail. The Ministry of Justice is committed to integrity and honesty in governing our justice system, striving to establish a trustworthy and reliable system for citizens. It is crucial to maintain a system that citizens can have faith in. We all know what system we've come out of. We all know how disappointing it has been. I know that in the United States of Biafra, the justice system will be fair, it will be equitable, and it will be accessible to all. I know that in the United States of Biafra, there will be no such thing as corrupt judges or judiciaries. In the United States of Biafra, the rule of law will not be violated, it will be upheld. The Ministry of Justice is dedicated to creating safe communities for Biafrans by ensuring the presence of police throughout all regions of Biafra and minimizing delays in law enforcement response time. We all have stories of times in the old Nigerian government where you may have called on police or tried to rely on police, but to disappointment. In the United States of Biafra, when the police is called, no matter the time of day, they will respond in a timely manner. When a citizen goes to a police station to report a crime, they will be afforded full attention without being asked for money. I know that in the United States of Biafra, children will be who want to play outside until 8 p.m. or until a bit later. They can do so safely because they and their parents know that they are in a safe community. In the United States of Biafra, citizens who break the law will be held accountable for their actions, and that victims of crime will be provided with a voice. In the United States of Biafra, we will welcome alternative resolution approaches, such as that which was adopted by our forefathers, where a council of elders are consulted to resolve disputes in a peaceful and respectful manner. It won't always have to be the court system. We have our culture, we have our traditions, we can utilize it effectively. Transparency is a core value for the Ministry of Justice, promoting accountability by offering citizens full visibility into its operations. The ministry aims to grant all citizens adequate access and insights to its process and procedures. So our laws will be clear, predictable, accessible. Laws are publicly made, and community can participate in the lawmaking process. So we want to involve our citizens. It's not just from top down, but it will be down up as well. So to achieve this, we will implement rigorous oversight mechanisms and engage in continuous dialogue with the communities we serve in each of the 40 states by actively listening to the needs and concerns of our citizens. That way we can adapt and improve our services to better meet your expectations. So I don't have too much more to say, but I want each and every one of us to remember that it is in our actions that we display who we are as Biafrans. It is in our actions, the way we treat each other, that we show to the rest of the world that we are a just, equitable community. It first starts with each and every one of us as individuals. And this way, our children will look up to us, our children's children, and we can build and shape one of the best countries in not just Africa, but in the world. All hail Biafra.
The first country that gave recognition to Biafra was Tanzania. This was done on the 13th day of April 1968. At that time, Julius Nyerere was the president of Tanzania. This was Biafra's first recognition in 11 months since the commencement of hostilities, and the recognition meant so much to Ojukwu and to Biafra as a whole. So much of it was said on Radio Biafra and published in several newspapers across the continent. The statement of recognition was made public on behalf of the government of Tanzania by C.M. Gonja, then Tanzania's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. This recognition was followed by public statements made by President Julius Nyerere himself in his justification of the decision of his government to formally recognize Biafra as an independent state. He stated amongst others as follows, quote, "What right have we, in the name of unity, to refuse to recognize the fact of Biafra? For years the people of that state struggled to maintain unity with the other people in the Federation of Nigeria. Even after the pogroms of 1966, they tried to work out a new form of unity which would guarantee their safety. They have demonstrated by 10 months of bitter fighting that they have decided upon a new political organization and are willing to defend it. Tanzania has recognized the State of Israel and will continue to do so because its belief is that every person must have some place in the world where they are not liable to be rejected by their fellow citizens. But the Biafrans have now suffered the same kind of rejection within their state, the same thing that the Jews of Germany experienced. Fortunately, they already had a homeland. They have retreated to it for their own protection, and for the same reasons, after all other efforts had failed, they have declared it to be an independent state. We therefore recognize the state of Biafra as an independent sovereign entity and as a member of the Committee of Nations. Only by this act of recognition can we remain true to our conviction that the purpose of society and of all political organization is the service of man." End of quote. You can find this quote in the document titled Government of the United Republic of Tanzania, Case for Recognition of Biafra, New York, United Republic of Tanzania Mission to the United Nations, April 13, 1968. Ojukwu and the leaders of Biafra were excited about this endorsement from no less a person but Dr. Julius Nyerere, whose voice had become well known in domestic and international discussions on issues of governance in general and on the destiny of the African continent. Dr. Julius Nyerere received applause from Biafrans in Biafra and those in the diaspora. But the federal government of Nigeria was disappointed in Dr. Julius Nyerere and Tanzania for the endorsement of Biafra. Nigeria's military head of state, Yakubu Gowon, described the endorsement as ill-advised and reckless, and as his show of resentment, he immediately recalled Nigeria's ambassador to Tanzania and severed diplomatic ties with Tanzania. The war went on between Nigeria and Biafra, and for many months after the endorsement of Biafra by Tanzania, the war did not end, but Tanzania did not withdraw their support and endorsement of Biafra. The second country that gave recognition to Biafra was Gabon. This was announced on the 8th day of May 1968. In his public declaration of support for the independent state of Biafra, President Omar Bongo stated as follows at a press conference, quote, "We, the people of Gabon, hereby recognize Biafra. Biafra still exists. For those who don't believe, saying that Biafra is no more, for us, Biafra still exists as long as the negotiation is still ongoing." because nothing proved to us that Biafra is finished. Why do we Gabonese recognize Biafra? Firstly, it is purely the goals of humanity. Secondly, because we know that the Nigerian Federation is a fraud and it reflects no basis. I will not tell you the history of Biafra here, but I will if necessary. But you just have to look back to 1900, to what Nigeria was, before coming back to 1906 to understand it. We Gabonese know that kind of federation. As Gabonese, we once belonged to a federation known as Federation of Old AF. We know that we are a Cinderella syndrome of this federation. For this, we know that the situation that is prevalent in Biafra is similar to the one we know, with the only difference of the genocide of Biafra, which they don't want to recognize and accept as it is. So for this experience, we the Gabonese hereby recognize Biafra. End of quote. The Nigerian government was displeased with President Omar Bongo, especially his choice of words, particularly his description of Nigeria as fraud. Nigeria took serious exception to it. Gabon went on to offer material support to the Biafran cause. When hunger became a serious killer in Biafra, Gabon allowed its airport in Libreville to serve as takeoff and landing point for aircraft that carried relief materials to Biafra. At that time, there was a blockade on the Nigerian airspace and planes were not allowed to fly relief materials across the Nigerian airspace to Biafra. Gabon is not far from the bite of Biafra. Gabon is rich in oil and other mineral resources. It is possible that Gabon also gave financial support to Biafra. Up to the end of the war in January 1970, Gabon did not withdraw its support for Biafra. The third country that publicly declared support for Biafra was Ivory Coast, which was known at the time as Côte d'Ivoire. The recognition was made on the 14th day of May 1968. The recognition was made by the then president of the country,
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move. Airborne.